Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I recently played Search and Destroy after ages, and it was surprising how far the meta has changed since the OG days. Let's discuss what the new S&D meta is and how you should build your classes for this mode. First, let's start with gun choices. In Search and Destroy, our gun choices can be mainly determined by our role. If we are playing rushing role, support role, sniper, or planting the bomb, etc. They are also dependent on map choice too, like Search and Destroy Summit will see more SMG, while firing range or some larger map will see more ARs. I wouldn't mention the best guns here as it will be a separate video, but for attachments an important one is the suppressor, which hides our location in the minimap and also enemies far away cannot hear our gun sound. This helps conceal our location and helps play mind games with the enemy. In all of my builds I tend to use a suppressor as in ranked it is extremely beneficial. If playing against a stack team or a scrim etc, then suppressor isn't that worthwhile as people are using voice chat and calling out our location. It can still help, but it's most effective in ranked, especially when we are solo. Thus pick a gun of your choice and suppress it. I have a lot of videos on various Gunsmith builds which you can check out. The other thing in Search and Destroy is a lot of 1 versus 1 gunfights, so make your builds accordingly. As for secondary, people have always carried pistols, which allowed us to run fast and also worked as a backup weapon when we were in a pinch. But not anymore. Melee weapons have taken over due to their sheer movement speed advantage, which is the fastest in the game right now, and we can get easy kills with it too. For example, recently I died a couple of times to a team of melee campers, where they'd hide behind doors and wait for the enemy to enter, and they just need to hit the shoot button and get an easy kill. Aim assist is also strong in close range, thus the aim auto-locks onto the enemy, allowing melee weapons to be an effective close range weapon. This preference also became meta due to the nerf to speed boost. Now we cannot speed boost at the start of the round, thus people use melee weapons to run fast. While behind doors we can also emote, which gives us a third-person view and lets us see the enemy outside the door while they don't see us. Really overpowered, and it is abused quite frequently at higher tiers, especially by people who have a camping-based playstyle. Once the weapons are selected, let's talk of perks. Perks are again dependent on our role, like Rusher will use lightweight perk and people wanting faster ADS movement will use the Skulker and so on. But a shift of meta has been seen with Flak Jacket being given the preference, and I'll mention why in a bit. For the second slot, Quick Fix has always been the king. It is the default option for all modes, but we have seen a shift of meta with preference being given to the Ghost perk. CODM launched the heartbeat sensor, which is like an instant UAV at any moment, which we can take out instantly and quickly swap back and forth to have instant location of the enemy at all times. The Search and Destroy, which is a lot about positioning and holding angles, the heartbeat sensor reveals us to the enemy, allowing them to make plans on how to counter us. While Ghost is being used more so as to not give the enemy any information, and this helps the melee campers too as their location behind doors isn't revealed. And Trip Mine is seen back in usage as people aren't using hardwired anymore, thus the usage of Flak Jacket so as to not die instantly to them. The last slot is Dead Silence, so we can walk and not give away our location via footstep sounds. For our equipment, Trip Mine is the new meta. Just throw it and forget it. You can also throw it aggressively like we throw Thermite, and throw it behind doorsteps so enemy just walks in and dies. Hardwire isn't used much, thus making Trip Mines very effective. Otherwise can also use Thermite. It is the best throwable in the game right now, but only second to Trip Mine for Search and Destroy in my opinion. And Heartbeat Sensor. Ghost, while being popular, isn't the only perk people use. People rushing still use Quick Fix and snipers use Toughness, and some rushers use hardwired so as to not die to trip mines. Heartbeat sensor is still useful as lots of time, even if it doesn't reveal the location of all 5 enemies, it will still give us 2 to 3 enemies location in game on average, thus making this a really useful equipment. Otherwise, if you have a holding based playstyle, trophy system is still viable and especially useful for holding bomb sites. The operator skill doesn't matter as we don't get to use it, and the character is up to preference. Thus overall, Search and Destroy still has variables and we can see change of equipment depending on if we are playing attack or defense or our role, etc. But the new addition additions and changes that came with Season 4 update, there has been a shift of meta, and this is the most balanced and effective strategy in Search and Destroy now. Don't forget to like the video and comment something nice, and help support the video by sharing it in your Discord and other social media. And subscribe with the bell icon for more Gunsmith analysis and best class setups. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care guys, and bye.